Look at this spinach. Look at the size of this spinach. It is the size of my hand. A week ago that I harvested some of these Swiss chard right out of this bucket, and they are like, wow, here we are again. But look how big these leaves are. These are massive leaves. Just absolutely stunning. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Danielle's Blooming Garden. I'm Danielle. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a new viewer or if you're a return viewer, thank you so much for being here today. We have just got back from vacation a couple of days ago, and I noticed that the garden has exploded in some areas. So I wanted to show you and bring you along in my joy, in our joy. And there's a couple of things that I wanted to harvest. So let's get looking at what has exploded. Okay, so we are over at one of the crop cages and look at these collard greens. These are Morris heading collard greens, but these collard greens have absolutely exploded. Look at the size. I mean, I'm just absolutely amazed. They did not look like this before we left. We had some very beautiful weather during the week while we were away. And when I came back, we both were like, wow, look at how they look. This is another collard plant right here next to it. And it just absolutely looks amazing. I am just so happy. I'm not going to be harvesting these, but I am actually going to, we have some freezing weather coming up actually tonight through Wednesday, next couple of days. So I'm just not going to harvest those yet. I'm going to wait until after the freeze, and then I'm going to harvest some of those. These are the kale here. They're looking absolutely amazing as well. Again, I'm going to do a harvest of these greens after this freeze goes away. This is another kale, but it's not doing well. Um, and I don't know why, but it's hanging on. I'm leaving it. I'm letting it hang on. All right, and then we have some more cabbage here. This is probably going to take this leaf off, but I'll wait till after the freeze. And then it's trying to head up. My cabbages are not doing as well, so I'm going to up the watering and also the phosphorus and potassium intake on that. Again, here, this is another cabbage, red cabbage, mammoth red rock cabbage. So, but these things are doing absolutely amazing. So I wanted to definitely show you that. Those collards were the first thing I wanted to show you. These as well have perked up and bloomed out. And so they are doing absolutely amazing. This is the last garden update of 2025. Today is December 29th, 2025. And so I had to show you guys how things were looking before the last freeze of 25 came along and before we entered the new year. These are some beets. I noticed that we do have some beets down in there. You can see some, they're trying to form right in there. So we'll be harvesting those probably in another week or so. But they're looking good. I'm going to add some mulch on them. These are some more rutabagas. They're looking about the same. These are some more collards, just perking up and looking absolutely beautiful. I am so very pleased. And again, this is another Morris heading cabbage. I'm going to get back here because I did notice that we have, these are some beets, absolutely beautiful leaves here. And we do have some beets that are coming along right in this area here. Ooh, get that leaf out of the way. So there are some beets that are starting to show there, looking good. I don't see any more in the middle there. I know they are kind of close, but they'll be fine. I've done it before, and they not gotten the biggest beets, but we've gotten some beets. Some more carrots there. I'll probably get some more of these carrots and then after the freeze, see how they do. These are some more Swiss chard. So again, I want to get some more of these Swiss chard after the freeze. But look how big. I just got some. It was, excuse me, a week ago that I harvested some of these Swiss chard right out of this bucket. And they are like, wow, here we are again. Beautiful Swiss chard. Here are some more right here. They absolutely look amazing. I am so very happy about it. All right, so if you've never grown any Swiss chard or beets, Swiss chard is actually in the same family as beets. You can tell by the leaves. And so if you've never grown those, give it a try because they actually, yes, they do have an earthy taste. The stalk more than the beet, or the stalk does as well as the beet, but you can cut the stalk off. The stalk kind of to me has like a between a earthy and a celery taste to it. So maybe that's something that you might want to try, but if not, cut the stalk off. Eat the greens. The greens are very, very nutritious. Look it up for yourself and you will see all the nutrition that is in the Swiss chard and beet leaves. And also the beet itself is very, very nutritious. So that is something that I love to actually have in a garden so that I can be able to get my nutrition. And I'm one that actually needs to eat the beets. So yes, it is a win-win for me. All right, so now here is more. These are some more of these mystery greens here. They are doing absolutely amazing. These greens have actually perked up so much in that week's time. During that week while we were away, we had weather that was actually in the upper 70s, the mid to upper 70s most of the days. So it was absolutely beautiful for these plants. So here is some more mammoth red cabbage that has done absolutely amazing as well. Just absolutely beautiful. I'm so proud of these things. Now over on this side, um, yeah, these are kale. They're not doing so well, but they're hanging on because we can still eat off of them. But you know, they're doing what they're doing. This is some more of that red cabbage here. Is doing very good. This collard green doing very, very good as well. This is what I noticed that perked up since we had been gone was this red vein sorrel. Now, to me, I thought that there were supposed to be lines, actually veins of red in the leaves. But do y'all see that? There's none. I do see, oops, sorry. I do see some that are kind of on the stalk, the veining on the stalk that is red, but I don't see any on the leaves. So did I get red vein sorrel from that package that was labeled red vein sorrel? I don't know. This is my first time growing it. We'll have to see. I'm keeping up with it, but I'm just amazed at how much it has grown since we went on vacation. Yes, these are some more greens that have perked up a lot since we were gone. So absolutely amazing on these greens. I mean, the weather was just beautiful for everything, and I was so worried about everything. But when he came back, and I was like, my mouth just dropped open, like, wow, look at the growth of everything. Beautiful. All right, so seems like these carrots have actually grown a lot as well. So these I have not harvested from these carrots yet. I'm not going to peek in there and take anybody out. I'm going to just leave these after the freeze and then I'll peek in there and see how everybody's doing. This is some more Swiss chard here. We got a really good rain last night and this morning. So everything has had a chance to get a good rain, um, supply that they need. And so we're getting ready to have a freeze, so I don't have to water, because normally before a freeze, you want to water your plants so they have some insulation around their roots. So everything is doing really good. These have perked up so much and come back, and I was like, wow, that's what I'm telling you guys. Just absolutely amazing. Some more Morris head and cabbage that is looking absolutely amazing as well. Just beautiful, beautiful things. I cut off some of these. This was some. These are some. What am I trying to say? Green onions here that are growing, or scallions, whatever you want to call them. But these are some that I've been cutting off of these, and these just come back just as nice. So these are doing absolutely amazing. This one is on the slow side. This is another Morris head and collard, but it is on the slow side, and I don't know. I'm still gonna eat it though. Still gonna eat it. Yes, we're still gonna eat it because nothing goes to waste, if at all possible, in this garden. Nothing goes to waste. So we try to get as much as we can out of our gardens so that, if it doesn't last or if it actually got a disease, that's another thing. But we try to, if it's producing some, we hold on to it and get what we can from it. That's just how we do it here. We don't throw things away, just throw them away. I am one that does like to pick on things maybe have little brown spots and things like that. My husband is different than me. He just says, just let it be. Just let it be. We came back from a vacation and he was like, see, look at what happens to the garden when you just let it be. I let it be, but I couldn't help it because we weren't here. All right, so I do want to show you guys, this is the other thing that I was first amazed at. Look at this spinach. Look at the size of this spinach. It is the size of my hand. This is amazing. This cabbage, this spinach was not this size before we left. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to hold off on harvesting again on this. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to harvest some of this. I'm going to harvest some of this because this is actually going to be protected during the freeze. But I want some spinach. It's big enough now. The leaves, I was trying to wait until the leaves got big enough. So absolutely amazing spinach. Getting some of that. All right, right here, I'm going to look at some of these because like I told y'all last video, I don't want to miss any of these. These are radishes in here. Oh, there goes one. Let me get the leaf out the way so y'all can see. There goes one of this. So I'm going to get one of those as well. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull it now. Okay. So there's one radish. We didn't have any more ready, but that's all right. All right. And then this is some more of that leafy green. I'm not sure what it is. And then this is our last. Uh-oh. So that's what that looks like in there. It is going to seed. That is the flower. And I don't want it to do that yet, and I'm not ready to harvest it yet. So because of that, I'm going to reach down in there and pull that flower off. Yep. Okay. So now we can continue to have that grow. All right. Now, this right here was my other main concern. This was my main concern. When I tell y'all this was my main concern while we were away, this was my main concern. These onions here. But they all survived. Yes, they're little. They are little, but they are alive. This one here is doing the best because this was the only one from the first planting that actually made it, because I actually sowed all the seeds in here initially. But if you remember, or if you've seen my previous video, these onions didn't make it. So I had to replant. I did it in a cells though. And then once they got big enough, I put them out. Now I put these out a week before we left. So they're absolutely doing good. This one, especially this one here. But these will definitely get covered up for the freezing weather that we're going to have starting tonight. Most definitely. All right, now here we have our garlic, in which we have some more garlic planted on the other side. I didn't show you that, but it's doing absolutely amazing. Looking a little bit better than this, yes. But this is absolutely the other area that I wanted to show you. These are our lettuce. So we have some butter crunch lettuce all through here. Then we have, this is all the longer leaves. These are all arugula. And I'm going to be harvesting most of this lettuce. And then right here we have that forellenslus that's spotted. And then here is the merlot. So this lettuce has absolutely exploded. So happy about it. I'm going to start getting some of this lettuce. So let me get my basket. Okay. So I'm going to start getting some of this merlot first. And I like to just take the leaves instead of just cutting the whole head. That's just the way I like to do it. I know I've seen many people just take the whole head, but I don't like to do that unless I'm going to be done with it and planting some more. But I'm not right now. So I'm leaving the larger pieces and just taking the bigger ones. This lettuce is absolutely amazing here. So I'm going to get this lettuce harvested, and then I will bring you back around for the look at this for Ellen's flesh before I depart. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. That is such beautiful lettuce to me. It's called forellan slush. So anyway, I'm going to get this lettuce harvested, and then I will bring you back, and then we will move on to the last area I want to show you, or a couple more areas I want to show you that are absolutely doing amazing. All right, this is the beautiful lettuce harvest that I just got. I didn't realize I couldn't fit it, was going to fill up this basket. But yes, so I had to actually go get the other basket. So I'm going to get the other stuff in there in just a second. Okay, so I'm going to get some of this spinach here. Put my basket there. All right, so let's get some of this spinach. That's not what I want to do. All right, so now I'm going to get some of this spinach. Beautiful spinach. Getting windy out here. Well, it's been windy. I'm like it's getting windier. And I thought I was going to fit everything in that one little basket. I don't know what I was thinking. I harvested most of the lettuce that was over there. I'm going to put some of this spinach in our salad for today. Because yes, we are definitely eating salad today. All that salad I harvested, lettuce I harvested. All right. So we got that. I think that's all. Let me get this one here. Let me get a few more. All right. On to the next thing. Before I left, I decided to get one of these green onions here. We'll cook with these tonight as well. Uh-oh. So that's what that is looking like. Goodness. Pure goodness. All right. Dumping stuff out on the ground. All right. Okay, I decided to get some of this Swiss chard. It's looking so beautiful over here. It's calling my name. So I'm going to take it. Can't leave stuff out here. Beautiful leaves. I know I keep saying that, but you know, when you're the one that's grown it, you know, you gotta just keep telling yourself, you did a good job. You did a good job. All right, let's get some from this side. Never thought I would love gardening as much as I do. It brings me such peace. Brings me such peace. All right, so might get this little one here. Okay. Beautiful Swiss chard. And since we're here at it, let me show you something. I want to show you actually the blueberries and how they actually have experienced fake spring. They have experienced fake spring. So I'm going to show you what's going on over there. Okay. So here's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these have experienced fake spring. So you see how these buds are on here? Already budding. It is not time for them to bud, but we have got buds all over this bush. Just all over here. And I believe that is due to the weather that we have been having. So if you experience this as well, maybe it helped those to understand what's happening to your bush, your tree. Yes, it's experiencing fake spring. Look it up for yourself. But the tree thinks that it's time to start coming back to life. But it's not. But it's still pretty though. Still pretty. All right, now so let's get in this crop cage. All right, now lastly, I want to show you some of the cabbages in here. Look how big these leaves are. Don't look at my hands, they're cold and dry. But look how big these leaves are. These are massive leaves. Just absolutely stunning. That is just one of them. And it is trying to head in there. And again, it is still very, very soft in there. But like I said, I'm going to up the watering and the phosphorus, potassium intake, and I'm going to see what that does. But that's one of them. This is the other one. And here, my space to span out here is a little bit limited, but that way you guys can see the beauty in there. This one looks like it's doing a little bit better heading than the other one there. And then this one is the other mammoth red rock, which is doing good. It's starting to form a little head. Now this one feels like it's hard. That's hard in there. Grow, my lovely, grow. Grow, girl. Go on, girl. Do your thing. We're waiting on you. Love you. Just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm actually going to harvest some of these leaves off of here. The sound of cracking stems. Just get a couple off of this one. And maybe that will encourage it to go ahead and work on the head in there, the formation. So these are leaves from that one of the cabbage. And I'm going to get some from this one. Okay, so that's the last one there. Look how big. I mean, like, wow. Compared to my face. Look at that. That's big. Very satisfied. Very, very satisfied. All right. Let me get out of here now. I don't think I want to get any from. Yes, I will. Ooh. Yes, I will. The reason why. Aphids. I'm going to throw that right on out of there. So I'm just going to take these older leaves down here off. So it is what it is. This one got a good amount on it here at the bottom, but it's all right. All right, let me get out of here. So I finished harvesting that cabbage, and now I'm having a little fun and trying to get a thumbnail for this video. I appreciate you all very much for watching. Stay tuned for our next video, which will be our 2025 Gardening Journey Recap. I wish you all much success as usual. You guys take care.